figure to go in this Monday Night War series, and it is Rey Mysterio. So far you've seen me unbox Kevin Nash, Fake Diesel, Triple H in the last video, and in this one we've got Rey Mysterio Jr., of course. So yeah, without further ado, we are going to get into this one. So obviously Rey Mysterio at the time was a WCW guy. He obviously did come to the WWE, you know, later. Much after the invasion and all that had happened, but yeah, at the time of the Monday Night Wars, he was a WCW guy. Let's just try and get this tape off here, and this is what this depicts is his time in the WCW. So obviously he was a lot younger, you know, he's much older now. There was no Dirty Dom back then. Rey was still pretty young himself. Now Rey's older, there's a Dirty Dom in the scene. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Dirty Dom, I'll be quite honest. Anyway, enough of that, let's go on from that. We've got some Build-A-Figure legs here for Teddy Long, so we will get them out. It looks like there's some plastic tags on it, so let's just go ahead and pull them off straight away. There we go, they are off. So we'll get them legs out, and we will build this. Now, Teddy Long isn't the biggest bloke, but these Build-A-Figure legs are quite standard, and they are actually the Build-A-Figure legs. They are a very slightly different type of articulation, and I cannot get this in. They do have a different type of articulation than other legs, and I'm struggling to get this in. Don't say that's what she said. Oh, it's in though. I got it in. I got it in, boys and girls. I got it in. Right, it's there. Now, what hands do we want to put on this figure? What hands do we want to put on this? I feel like maybe a 2. Do we want to put a 2? Those 2s are bent a bit. Let's do a 2. I'll just put it on his wrong arm. My babe. These ones are actually straight. The correct ones are straight. Let's put them on there. And just make sure we get the right left one. The right left one. The right one, the left one. That arm, this hole was really tiny on that arm. I was struggling to get that hand in there. Anyway, yeah, so Teddy Long, he did start his time in the WWE as a referee. And here we are. There is the figure to depict it. 2! So it's really cool that we've got a referee. That's, you know, something that I've lacked in my collection for a long time. But now we've got a referee, and it's Teddy Long, no less. So there we are. There is Teddy Long as the Build-A-Figure. It looks really great. Great face, great face scan. Yeah, cracking little figure, that. Cracking figure. Happy to have that in the collection. Let's set that down because we are here for the Rey Mysterio figure, really. So Rey Mysterio comes with a couple of spare hands. It's got the old, what I like to call the mic holding hands, where they're slightly open. You can put an object in there. Quite commonly a microphone, but you know, you could put anything in there really. There's the other hand. It's got a couple of tags by the looks of it, so we will just try and get them off. So it's time to get them out of the package. We've removed the tags. So 3, 2, 1, hold your ears. And here he is. Now obviously Rey Mysterio is a very small guy, so it's a very small figure. He's a very agile guy. He does the old 619, and you know, when he first sort of come to WWE, them first few years, he was unbelievable. He was amazing. He was one of my favourites for sure. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. Obviously, you can't really see a face scan because there's a mask on top, and it is a moulded mask. Obviously, they're moulded onto the head, so you can't take them off. But, you know, obviously the head would pop off. But he always wears a mask. You never see him without it. Certainly not, you know, on TV. But yeah, there we go. There is Rey Mysterio, pink mask there, classic sort of, you know, Mysterio mask with the it's kind of like an eagle head sort of that goes up there, isn't it? Shape. Pink trousers there with the black accents on. You've got the question marks on there. Now we do. I don't know if I can
get him out.
We do have an old WCW Rey Mysterio. I don't want to knock everything over. I was just going to try and give it a quick little compare, because it's of a similar sort of time era. So we've got that one there. Obviously that has sort of like the question marks on it as well, but that's a full body one. He's obviously not got anything on his top here. But you can see the similarities. There's actually, the trouser patterns and all that are actually the same, just obviously different colours and that. So yeah, we've got that. That was obviously a similar sort of time period, early WCW days. Rey Mysterio's early days, yeah, WCW. I'll put that back in a minute. It's right at the back. I was worried about knocking everything over there. But yeah, I do feel like Rey's hands are probably a bit too big for his body, because they're quite standard hands. That's the only thing. You know, 'cause he's a small figure, but he's got the same sort of hands everyone else has, so quite big hands. But yeah, anyway, obviously double jointed elbows, double jointed legs. The elite torso movement as is standard. Absolutely fantastic figure. Black boots, white wrist tape. Yeah, pretty standard figure, but a cool looking figure nonetheless, I would say. Cool looking Rey Mysterio figure, and you know, from his WCW days. So anyway, I'm not gonna baffle on too long. I'm going to leave it there. I'd just like to say thanks for watching. If you're brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Leave some comments if you want. I'll try and get back to you. Well, I will definitely reply. So yeah, anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one.